Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and I'm just wondering, have you ever heard of Get Organized HQ? There's a good chance that you have. I just discovered Laura Smith, who is the founder of Get Organized HQ. I saw her in my Instagram feed and then did some digging, found her YouTube channel where she has just about 75,000 subscribers, looked at her website and found out that she has a planner. So I reached out and asked if I could review her planner, and she sent me more than just the planner, all of these goodies. So I'm going to share them with you now. Let's start with the main event, the planner. It came in a really nice box. On the back it says, "Less stress, more peace every day. Laura, Get Organized HQ. My goal for you this year is simple. I want you to have less stress and more peace in your life and home. I know that life brings with it stresses and struggles, but in spite of all that, I believe in your ability to make progress toward your goals and getting the best things done each day. Happy planning." Okay, so when you open it up, it looks like this. It matches the box, and it's coil bound, and it's sort of a square shape. I'll get the dimensions for you. And then there's a sticker here. There's a journal. I think that's an A6 journal. Here's Laura with a thank you note. And I should thank her because she just sent this to me to review. And then there is also a pre-planner packet so that you can dig in right away and not wait until January 2025. The sticker says, "Less stress, more peace." And let's just dig in. We'll look at that little journal in a moment. It's a hardcover that is coil bound with a white coil that's a thick coil. On the back it says Get Organized HQ, and this is a nice aqua color with navy blue floral accents and white text. There's a pocket on the inside of the cover here, and the title page says 2025 Get Organized HQ Planner, Less Stress, More Peace Every Day. And let's go over here. Hi there, friend. This is a little note from Laura, and this repeats what was on the box, I think. And then number one, there's nothing magical about January 1st. Number two, your goals are worthwhile. Number three, the best thing to do is to do the best things. And looky here, you've got 2 pages, one for the beginning of 2025 and one for the end. So this is your About Me page with lots of different answers for you to choose in categories like what you like to do in your downtime and what's important to you, what stresses you out the most, your top 3 talents and who am I closest to, favorite place to shop, favorite entertainment, stuff like that. And then you get the same questions for the end of 2025 on your life update. So you're going to reflect on the previous page and write anything down that has changed throughout the year. And then we have 2025 and 2026 at a glance. These are Sunday Start mini calendars, and you've got nice floral accents up at the top. And I'll show you what the months look like. You have 3 dotted lines underneath each month. This feels like a recycled paper to me. It's like sort of like newsprint paper, but thicker. Goal setting workbook. So that's at the beginning of your planner. Planning your days. So she uses a bucket system, and this is where she explains it. Bucket 1 is your main priorities. Bucket 2 is your appointments and errands. Bucket 3 is your wish list. And then we have habit, objective, and passion, which spells HOP. And I think those are going to come into play here when we look at the weekly and monthly spreads. Establishing goals, focus areas. I find it helpful to divide my goals into focus areas. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I think through what roles I fill and how I can generally categorize my plans. Words like health and fitness or motherhood come to mind. Okay, so it talks about sticker sheets that are included. I'm all about that. Included in your sticker sheets are some suggested focus areas. The following pages will walk you through setting up goals for 6 different focus areas. So you're going to choose your own focus areas. Habits and projects. As you go through the goal setting prompts, you'll see a column to mark each goal as either a habit or a project. A habit is an action you want to take each and every day. You will know you've achieved your goal when that action becomes second nature. A classic example is flossing your teeth. A project, though, is a one and done activity that you will one day be able to mark off your list and never have to do again, like running a marathon. Monthly goal setting, focus area check-ins. So you're going to have your 6 focus areas that you define. So in PowerSheets and in Moxie Life, which are goal systems, they define most of the areas for you, 8 areas of life. Moxie Life defines all 8, and then Cultivate What Matters defines 7, and you choose your 8th. In Get Organized HQ, you're choosing all 6 of your focus areas. This is for brainstorming here. So now we're going to dig in and choose those focus areas. So let's pretend, okay? I'm going to say that piano lessons is or piano teaching is my focus area number 1. And what you would do is reflect at first and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. What made me happy in piano teaching? What made me sad? So looking back at this point, things to improve in piano teaching. If I could only improve one thing in this area by the end of 2025, what would I want it to be? And what will I let go of? So I did make a tough choice last year in my piano teaching to not take on new students starting last year, because I'm looking ahead at what I might want to do as my husband approaches retirement and as our grandchildren grow. So there's a place for 8 different goals, and you decide whether it is a habit or a project over here. And then focus area number 2. So let's do one more pretend, but we won't do this with all of them. Let's say that grandmotherhood is my focus area number 2. And I would rate how I'm doing with that here. What made me happy? What made me sad? Things to improve. If I could only improve one thing, what would I want it to be by the end of 2025, that is? And what will I let go of? So then I could set 8 grandmothering habits or project goals. And then focus area 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see what all the colors are. Really pretty. Okay, and then these are just notes and thoughts. And then here's our first tabbed page. This is cardstock, and it just has pretty lettering in white that says January on both sides. Then you get a savings or budget sort of page. Let's see what all we can do. This month's key habit. And then you can actually habit track up here in these 31 boxes, a list of bills, and a savings goal. So you do your final goal amount and the date you want to have that by, and what is your halfway goal and the date for that, and your starting savings. So what are you starting with? Could be 0, could be, whatever. And then you can list income right here and monthly affirmations here. And then here is what your monthly calendar spread looks like. And you have Sunday start, Saturday on the right side, February in a mini month, and a dot-lined sidebar that even makes use of where February 1st would be. I think that's clever. And in the days here that would be at the end of December, you also get lined notes-taking space, or you can just leave it blank. So that's a good use of the space. And then goal setting. So here are your 6 focus areas that you have decided on, and you give yourself kind of a description and rating as of January. And then there's a notes page, and the lines are dotted. Here's a weekly spread. So the month that you're in is up here. Then you have a wish list and a little picture of a bucket with a 3 on it. So this applies to bucket 3, and we'll talk more about some examples of that. Over here, HOP. So let's review here. Habit, objective, and passion. That's what the HOP stand for. The habit is something you want to do every day. The objective is 1 to 3 tasks that you need to accomplish in a day. And passion is something to do every day that brings you joy. So you're going to list your habit here, your objectives, your top 3 for the day, and your passion, something that will bring you joy. And then you have a lined vertical space for each day of the week. So bucket 1 is up in your habits, objective, and passion area. Number 2 is here, bucket number 2, and 3 is here. Your main priorities are bucket 1, your appointments or your errands are bucket 2, and your wish list. So let's just I like this one the most. Your wish list is the place to write down tasks that you would like to get to, but they're not a top priority. If you never get to your wish list all week long, that's okay. It's there to make sure you don't forget what you need to do down the road for your wish list. So you can put your wish list over here, and it's okay if you don't check these off. So these are things you definitely want to check off, and then your appointments and your activities that might have a time, or your errands are things that you would need to get to beyond that. And then your wish list is right here, and you can bring those things over as time allows, especially like if you have no appointments on Tuesday, that's where you might be able to draw your wish list items over. So every week looks the same, and the week that you're in is highlighted. See the difference there? Actually, just the Monday through Friday is highlighted, not the weekend. And then there's a reflection page at the end of the month. Tag, they're it. Who made a difference in your life? Right here. And what were your favorites this month? Your food, your favorite song, book, or moment. A check-in, how I felt this month on a scale of 1 to 10. One thing I will let go of from this month. One thing I will embrace next month. Themes, which words or phrases stood out to you this month? And then here is your February tab. We go into sort of a mustard color scheme, a budget page. I think I might just use this for the savings goal instead of my whole budget, because I would need probably more space for my whole budget. But I think it's a fun visual to have this jar to shade in, and to have like an affirmation here. And a key habit for this page might be something that applies directly to finances, but it might just be a habit that is above all the others that you're working on. So I don't know if there's a right way to do that or not. You've got a mini month for January here and a mini month for March there. So you've got preceding and following months. And I love the idea of using up the unused boxes from preceding and following months for lined note taking. And then here is where you kind of focus on your goals for this month. And they could be habits, they could be projects. So I assume what you're going to do is you know how I said this was hypothetically going to be piano teaching. I might choose one goal in the piano teaching area and rate it, or I might just write the name of that focus area, piano teaching, and give it a rating if I wanted it super simple. Maybe things are going really well and I don't have a new goal for that area, and maybe I pretended that this was grandmothering. Maybe I want to do some extra things in that focus area this month. So I might actually write grandmothering and then some specific goals there to keep my mind on them. And then a notes page and our weekly spread. Okay, and then when we get to March, it looks like this. You have the same sort of reflection page. Looks like all of the questions are the same. Love this color scheme. And April is a light pink. Got two colors here, so I like that combo. Okay, this is like a layout that is very different from most other planners. This is unique, and I like it. Of course, I'm a planner girl, so I like pretty much every planner. And I wish I could use them. I could make like a full-time job of just using all of my planners. Would that be fun? And then when we get to July, the tabs start up at the top again. This would be a great time to just look at the pretty tabs. Really nice. And the colors for the first 6 months are the same, and they repeat halfway through the year. So let's just kind of thumb through. It's got that nice new book smell that I remember from school. And I don't know how to describe this paper other than I do think it's recycled. And it has a bit of texture to it, kind of like newspaper print, but thicker than that. So hopefully that helps you to imagine the type of paper that it is. Let's see if anything happens after just, oh, stickers and notes pages. All right, when we get to the end of December, it'll take you up to January 4th. And after the reflection, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 notes pages with the little pretty floral accent. And then a sticker sheet here If you pull these off, they have a more defined shape. So there is a heart. I'll go ahead and place them for you so you can see all the shapes. And for me also, not just for you. And then this looks like, it looks like a tooth when it's all outlined like that, but it's just a little flag or banner. And this is an arrow. So very functional sort of call outs that are solid color. And then a few motivational sayings. Yay, I can do this. You can, you've got this. Some of the pretty flower embellishments are on stickers here. What a fun day, good morning, happy birthday, I did it. And then some teardrop stickers. Oh, this probably applies to the wish list for bucket number 3. I'm guessing that that's what that is. And maybe when you accomplish one or you do one of these wish list things, you might use one of those stickers. And then these are little lines. What did these go to? Let's see. It fits that column. Fits a weekly column. See how it looks on the monthly view. It also fits those. So if I read more, I can probably see what exactly these are for, but they do fit the weekly columns and the monthly boxes. And then this one is, oh look, you get your 6 colors. So for your 6 focus areas, each one is color coded and you get to pick which one is which. So you have habit and project to decide when you're listing those things in each focus area. It had a column where you decide if it's a habit or a project. So you can use these stickers for that. And then the teardrops, more teardrops. And look at this. Here are, okay, I saw this talked about at the beginning. Here are some of the focus areas you might want to use: health and fitness, spiritual life, motherhood, career, self-development, self-care, finances, spouse, friendships, fun and hobbies, giving and volunteering, cleaning and organization. And you can take those or leave them. But if you like any of those categories, you've got stickers you can use back on that beginning setup where you define your 6 focus areas. And I'm worth it. Messy bun, getting stuff done, 4 of those, more teardrops, and these are just a continuation of these so that you get all 6 colors for those 6 focus areas. And then there's a pocket similar to the one on the front, on the back. And let's go ahead and measure. The pages are 8 inches by 8 inches, and the cover is just, you know, a little tiny bit bigger than that because it comes out to cover the tabs. So possibly 8 1/4 or 8 1/2. And then the columns on the weekly spread, they're not quite 2 inches wide. They're like 1.8-ish, 1.75-ish wide. Same width on the month view, so like 1.8-ish. And then the height is 1.25. Here is how the planner looks in profile. So you can see the thickness. Again, it is hard covered, and the glossy finish on the letters and the flowers kind of make that stand out. Not quite sparkle, but stand out a little bit. Get Organized HQ on the back. So if you want to get one of these, I am not at all an affiliate. In fact, they don't have an affiliate program. But I do want to thank Laura for sending me all these goodies, and you're going to see more. But you would go to her website, which I will put up on the screen, to order one of these. So look at all of this other stuff she sent me. This is like maybe a vinyl sticker, and that's just a clear backing. Less stress, more peace. And because it's vinyl, it's probably a little bit waterproof. There was another sticker in the box, Messy Bun, Getting Stuff Done. And this one is probably a vinyl sticker as well. Clear, not clear background, but probably a similar kind of water repellent material. All of these little journals that she sent are adorable. I'm not going to show you that yet, but I love those. So here's one that was just with the planner. I'm just thinking out loud, and it is a simple lined journal. And I think this is A6 size. It's basically 4 inches by 6 inches. And in fact, I like these journals so much, some of the others especially, that I ordered a little A6 size traveler's notebook cover that I'm planning to put some of these in. And I will share that in my Facebook group or on Instagram or something when it arrives. This one is a gratitude journal. And I just love the look of these. Inside it says gratitude mini notebook. So I guess all of these are called mini notebooks. And this is for 1 week. Monday is here, Sunday is here. You put a highlight of the week here, and then you just have lined space to write down your gratitude for the day. And a lot of people say that just reflecting, especially on a day that you kind of think was a bad day, try to think of 3 things that you're grateful for and list them. That's a great little mini notebook for that. My trusty list of lists, and this is just a lined notebook like this one. And habit tracking. I really like this one. So the gratitude one and the habit tracking one are 2 that I want to put in that little traveler's notebook. And a look at it. Habit, that's not the first one. Habit 1 through 5 and habit 6 through 10 for January. And you have 31 dots that you can shade in every time that you do your habit. And then it goes to February, 10 habits per month. And I suppose you could put some tabs on this if you wanted to, but there's like 2 pages per month. And when you get to the back, there is just a little space here for reflection. So these are line notes pages that say reflection at the top. Then this is a set called the Decluttering Mini Notebook Set. So doesn't that sound cool? This one's called Reference and this one's called Tracking. So let's see what the difference is. Decluttering for less stress and more peace. Okay, you've got some little icons that stand for things like keep but relocate, trash, donate, and return. And then you got lots of explanation of those. Types of clutter. Expensive clutter. I might need this someday clutter. The reverse decluttering process. This looks really fun and not impossible to read in a day. Maintaining decluttered spaces. So if you watch some of Laura's videos, she has a lot of tips for containing clutter and decluttering. Kitchen decluttering, main living area decluttering, bathroom decluttering, bedroom and closet decluttering. I need to do like the closet thing, not my clothes closet, but our linen closet. And make a try-on pile, work with a friend, set up a closet inbox, keep clothes for the right reasons. Toy room decluttering, craft room decluttering. This will be my planner castle decluttering. Storage area decluttering. Here's the icons, the types of, so this is like a key for all of the things that are explained in the book. Reverse decluttering questions. I'll just read a few. Do I use this item regularly? Do I love it? Does this item make me happy? All right, so that's the reference book. Here's the tracking book. They come as a set. So it looks like this is for dates up here. And you've got your little icons that I forget what they mean, but they tell you in here. So you're going to check off whether or not you are keeping but relocating, trashing, and or donating or returning. So wait, there's one that's not on here. The keep one is not on here. So you're just leaving things as they are. These are the 4 where you're actually going to do something with clutter or your possessions, if you don't want to call them clutter, your treasures. So keep it, relocate, trash, donate, or return it. Okay, that's what that means. So you are just logging the things that you are decluttering. And this might be helpful if you relocate something, because later on, if you actually need to put your hands on it, you might want to know where you relocated it to. So just a fun, oh, what's this? What's this? So you're being challenged to declutter 1,000 items. Over here it says already a 1/5 of the way there. Look at this. So once you are listing something, you come back here and you color in or check off one of the circles. Look at this. So when you get to here, this is 1,000. Keep the ball rolling with 60 more items. Look at that. And then a reflection page at the end. That is really a fun set. Hot pink covers, and they're also A5. This is a box set, and it's called the Meal Planning Mini Notebook Set. Reference book and 3 tracking mini notebooks, as well as this storage box. So let's take these out. I like that. There's a little place for your fingers. Meal planning tracking, you get 3 of those. And then here's your reference. So let's see what the reference is. Don't try to be too, this is like if you're getting started with meal planning. Don't try to be too fancy. Plan a couple of emergency meals to keep on hand. Simplify 1 meal a day. And the basics of meal planning. What, when, prep, deciding what to eat, delivering food, having it delivered, do's and don'ts, and go to emergency meal ideas. That's great. Favorite restaurants and favorite orders, family favorite meals, appetizers. These are your go-to recipes, and it has a place for the source where you can find the recipe, whether it's online or in a cookbook. That last page was soups. No, it was salads. Main dishes. So you get most of the pages for that. Side dishes, slow cooker, pressure cooker, desserts, bunch of dessert recipes, and then a space for some recipes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 recipes. So this is like not your main recipe book, but if you need a place to jot a recipe down, there you go. Grocery staples, and it's divided by section of the grocery store. And conversion table for cups and gallons and quarts. That's really cool. And then in the tracking, what do we have? Oh, it goes this way. Okay, so Monday through Sunday. If you turn it upside down, it looks like it's right side up, but you're not meant to go this way. You're meant to use it this way. And I suppose you could do it vertically if you want to, but you know, this is the way it's lined out. You can tell by this. So you've got your meal plan for the week. So let's see how many weeks you get. I'm not going to actually count them all, but I'm going to just thumb through it so you can see. That's all it is. And the back is like a lined page. 1, 2, 3 of those lined pages. They're probably all the same. Okay, so if you write nice and neat in these things, you could use them over and over again. It's 3 little tracking books and 1 reference book with lots of tips for your meal planning. And it comes in a box set. This might make a nice Christmas gift for a coworker or for a friend, or maybe even a shower gift. I don't know. But it's small enough that you could put it in a big stocking or wrap it and give it as a gift. That's really cute. Then, this is what I was so tickled about. Look at these giant magnetic bookmarks. Look at these. The flower one and the less stress, more peace. Let's put one inside of the planner. Okay, so I'm just going to grab 2 or 3 pages there. And that's what it looks like. And is it the same width as the column? It's a little bigger than the column, but you know, that's kind of neat. You could sort of put it on the day you're on, perhaps, or the day right before the day you're on, so you can actually see. Like, it won't hold the whole chunk of pages back there, but it'll hold 2 or 3 pages. And let's see if we can, yeah, it's big enough that you can see it and go to your page. This one, let's put it somewhere else. Let's see if it will hold the cardstock divider as well as, looks like 2 sheets. Yep, it will. And because they're magnetized, if you want them to stick out above the planner, just scoot it up a little bit, like that. So there it is. Looks like a tab if you do it that way. There it is. And I like that the message is on both sides. Aren't those neat? Nice big bookmarks. So I'll get them out so you can keep enjoying them on the screen. Okay, then the next item is this meal planning pad, which I haven't even gotten out of the package yet. It's perforated down, not the middle, but closer to the left side. You put your meal plan Sunday through Saturday here, and then your shopping list that goes with it. So you can keep this on the fridge with a magnet if you wanted to. There's no magnet on the back. So this is not meant to be on the fridge itself, but you could just use one page, put it on the fridge, and then take this with you to the grocery store, or use it when you're ordering your groceries online. And your areas here of the store are produce, dairy, meat, baking, freezer, bread, and other. That's very happy colors, happy looking. I like this. And it looks like there are maybe 30 to 40 sheets in there. And then she also sent me 2 more sticker sheets, 3 more sticker sheets. Look at this. Okay, so monthly spreads color coding. Okay, so those line stickers that were in the back of the planner, they're actually for the monthly spread, but I don't see why you couldn't use them in the weekly spread. So if you wanted to focus on area 5, and we'll do a pretend area. This is like home maintenance or homekeeping or something. Then you might choose the days where you're going to be working on that. Maybe it's March 20th, and just color code like that, and it would fit perfectly. These are great. I love stickers. Now looky here, I am ripping the page a little bit. So the sticker was removable-ish, but it did tear the paper just a little bit. So don't plan on being able to remove it. These are vinyl. They're nice quality. And then these are more of the other icons that were in the back of the book. Lots of the teardrops or drops of water that I'll show you in a weekly spread. Look here, your wish list. Let's see if those are even the same size as those. Look at that, they are the same size. So you can color code your wish list to go with focus areas of your life, or you can just use these to decorate or check off when you've done one of those wish list items from bucket 3. And then these are dots and arrows that you could use in your weekly planning spread. So they fit perfectly between the dashed lines. And let's see if I tear the paper. No, that was fine. They fit perfectly there. And then if we take one of the arrows, we could say, like, we planned to drop off donations on Monday, but we didn't do it. So later on, we'll just put an arrow that we're going to do it on Tuesday. And perhaps there is another use for these that is described in the front of the book. But if there is, I didn't read that yet. And then you've got your flags and hearts all in your 6 focus areas. I think these are really cool stickers. And when I discovered this planner, I thought, why have I never heard of it before? And maybe it's a new thing. It could be that this planner has not been a thing for more than a year or 2. I'm not really sure. But I just discovered Laura Smith and her company. I think it's really neat, really creative. And I hope that she has lots of success and that this company grows, because she seems like a really sweet person. And she has lots of great ideas as well. Okay, so this is everything that Laura sent me very kindly. I do not have an affiliate link, but I will put the website link down in the video description. And if you have a chance, make a comment and just let me know what you thought about these products. And if you become a follower of Laura Smith, Get Organized HQ, drop her a comment that says Plan Sarah Plan sent me, so she'll know that this gift did some good in reaching new people for her community. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been fun. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.